Hey man, thank you for clicking on this video. I've got a free gift to you, 100% free, no charge, no nothing. Basic step-by-step fat loss plan to get shredded and ripped and stay lean year round, right? Got it free for you. Just click the link in the description and in the comment section, right? But let's get straight into this video. What I'll put up as Dane in this video, I'm going to be telling you the 3 most common intermittent fasting mistakes. So stay tuned. Let's get straight into this video, right? So, Number one, this is real important. All these mistakes are mistakes that I've made and mistakes that everyone else makes, right? It's not just you, trust me, believe me on this. So you need to know all these mistakes I'm telling you in order to do intermittent fasting properly, right? So let's get straight into it. Tip number 1 or mistake number 1, whatever, it's going too aggressive, right? People go way too aggressive when they first start intermittent fasting. This is so common, I know it is. I know for a fact it is. Because they think, oh man, I'm not even feeling hungry after 16 hours. Okay, I'll go to 18, I'll go to 20 hours. No, I'll go 22. And then eventually they give themselves like a 2-hour time frame window, right? Because they don't feel hungry. And this is real important, right? Because going too aggressive in the long run is not good, because you won't be able to sustain it. You just won't. You'll be like, oh, okay, today I went 20 hours without intermittent fasting. Okay, the next day I'll go 17, 18. Then the next day, next week I'll go 10 hours for, oh shit, you just messed up the whole diet. You just won't be able to sustain going without a longer period of time than 16 hours without enjoying the diet, right? So don't go too aggressive, right? Just do the 16-8 principle, 16 hours and then you have your first meal, right? That's good enough. Going too long, like I said, not sustainable. Now we have mistake number 1. I keep saying tip, man. Well, tip is not a tip. Well, it is. Mistake number 1. Okay, mistake number 2. And this one is also real important, is not eating the food you love, man. So many people, like I said, they go on this crash intermittent fasting diet. They get so hyper, they see the gains, they see the fat melting away, and it's just so stupid not eating the food you love. It really is. That's the whole point of this diet, is to make you full while being in a caloric deficit and eat the food you love. That's basically what this diet is. It's not a magic tool like people think it is. You don't burn for any faster than any other diet. Unless you're in a caloric deficit, right? Any diet that helps you keep in a caloric deficit is the best diet. So just stick to the diet. But here we talk about intermittent fasting, right? So eat the foods you enjoy. Eat it. 80% of the time, eat unprocessed foods, just like foods that come from the ground, whatever. You know what foods I'm talking about. The healthy, quote unquote foods, right? But as long as you're in a caloric deficit, like I always say, you will lose weight no matter what foods you eat. But personally, and I'm sure everyone will say, eat healthy foods, and then like probably the 30%, 20% of your diet, eat the foods you enjoy. For example, you can, in your first meal, say, let me just quickly, you can have some chicken, and this doesn't need to be boring, some chicken, some rice, some sweet potatoes, like stuff that you enjoy. I kind of enjoy all those things that I just said, right? So that's what I would eat. You might eat any other foods that are unprocessed, right? That's fine. And then 20% of your diet, boom, junk food, dessert, ice cream, chocolate, cake, anything, cookies. That's fine. You enjoy your diet. The next day you do the same thing over and over again, fat will melt away. So anyway, that's mistake number 2, not eating foods that you love. Stop stuttering, man. Mistake number 3, man, and this is real important. People don't know about this. If you're watching this video to this point, keep watching. This is real important. The 3 tips now, there's not even mistakes. In fact, it is mistakes, but it's tips as well. You're not utilizing the 3 tips that I give. Here they are. And I'm not gonna like drain it out or bore you. I'm gonna give them straight off the head. Tip number 1, drink a lot of water. Drink loads of water when you first wake up. That hunger feeling, stomach rumbling and shit like that, that's just your brain signaling to you that you need more water, right? You actually need a lot of water. And like when you wake up, you're dehydrated, right? So drink tons of water. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is use caffeine, like, I don't know, black coffee, green tea, shit like that. No calories, of course. That's what's black coffee and green tea. That is shit. Is a appetite suppressor, right? Black coffee is an appetite suppressant. If you're not doing this, intermittent fasting will be a lot harder. It will be very difficult, right? For me, it is anyway. And tip number 3 is use fruit to starve off your hunger, right? To replenish the glycogen level. The liver and the glycogen, right? No, the glycogen in the liver, yeah, that's yeah, use fruits like bananas, apples, stuff like that, just to make you feel fuller, right? So for example, say you can't go 16 hours without eating, go 14 hours. Then use the fruit to give you 2 hours more, right? So just use fruit like strategically. And there it is. Summarize the whole video up. Let me quickly do that. Tip number 1 is going too aggressive. Yeah, I don't forget, going too aggressive. Tip number 2 is not eating the food you enjoy. And I keep saying tip, who cares? Mistake number 3 is not utilizing the tips that I give, right? So drinking tons of water, and black coffee, appetite suppressing, and using fruit to starve off your hunger, right? So in fact, I can't even remember all the shit that I said myself. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got a lot of value out from this, and I'm sure you did, because most of these mistakes are mistakes that a lot of people make when they're not educated about intermittent fasting, right? So I hope this helped. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, if you probably will like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll bring out 2 videos daily like I do. And today may be 3 because I'm feeling aggressive. So anyway, stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.